Hi everyone, this is a collective tarot reading for the new moon in Sagittarius, which will be exact either on November 30th or December 1st, depending on where you live. In my neck of the woods, it'll be just after midnight on December 1st, and this reading is aimed at light workers. So if you want more peace, love, health, and wealth in the world, you are who I am reading for. So I'm going to do a 7-card horseshoe spread as always, and as always, I have 3 oracle cards to the side. You can decide which one, 2, or all 3 resonate with you the most while I am reading for you, and we'll do that at the end. So let's take a look at what we have. In the past, we have the Page of Swords reversed. Present is Judgment reversed. Known factors is the Hierophant. Okay. We collectively are the Hermit. Very interesting. The unknown factors is the 8 of Coins. I'm not sure what the fact that it's in unknown factors has to do. This is going to be interesting to dig into. The advice card, we have the 4 of Coins, and in incoming energy, we have the Wheel of Fortune with, at the bottom of the deck, the Chariot reversed. So I'm going to stare at these a bunch. I will make the cards look nice in the shot, and I will see you right now. So right out of the gate, there's a very strong theme of putting theory into practice. That is a theme that comes up over and over again when I break down this spread. And I find it interesting that the Hermit, representing us collectively, is shining his light towards the Hierophant and has his back towards the 8 of Coins here. The other thing I want to point out is the heavy leaning of Earth as far as elements go. There are 4 Earth cards out of 7 plus 1, which is very interesting. And most of the other cards are water with these 2. Wheel of Fortune, it depends who you ask. It could be either water or fire. I've heard both, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's also really interesting that the only 3 reverse cards in the entire thing are the Page of Swords, Judgment, and the Chariot at the bottom of the deck underpinning the entire thing. So that is where the prolonged integration of lessons, basically, because with the Judgment card, the Rebirth card, the Answer the Call card, with the Page of Swords leading into Judgment, it has a reinforcement of a theme. Like, I was about to speak about it as if it was new, but it is a theme that has come up over and over again in these readings, which is the question of what is mine to do. And I think that for a lot of you, that question has been answered. And it's really a question of figuring out, how to put what you know into practice. That might be the thing that is not actually keeping you stuck, because the advice card is the 4 of Coins here. I think the advice of the 4 of Coins is the always famous be patient, but it's more of a hunker down and gather resources. I'm reminded, because it's Sagittarius season. We're going into the deep dark of the winter for most of us, and the metaphor of the ant and the grasshopper or whatever. I forget which one was partying and which one was gathering, but the wise one. It's an invitation to be the wise insect in that myth. That is also a strong theme that's coming through with the 4 of Coins in the advice card, in the advice position. And while my finger is nearby, the Wheel of Fortune here in the incoming energy, I'm not sure what level of cycle that is being alluded to with the Wheel of Fortune here, because yes, the theme of fortune and things out of your control and what's in it, and sometimes luck smiles on you and sometimes it frowns on you, is there. But the theme of cycles, I don't know if it's like the half lunation of Sagittarius, or maybe the entire year, or Sagittarius season in itself. Or as a whole, I mean. But yeah, and especially because this is a collective reading, it's hard to say. It could be different things for either one of you. So yeah, it's really a question of Actually, I'll give some tangible advice because it's so universal and it's something that I'm putting into practice myself. I put this into practice all the time. Like this fucking video that you're seeing right now is downstream from this kind of thing. It's to the thing that you want to learn or master or do or pursue, to have some kind of project that you are working on that you can, advance to make happen. And that is the invitation of the Eight of Coins and the unknown factors. I think some of y'all are being called out by trying to be all heady and just focusing on, teaching shit that you ain't been doing yourself, that kind of thing. But yeah, the yeah, not just getting back to the basics, or at least figuring out something that you can do that brings about some kind of tangible result or change that would put into practice the things that you're learning, combined with the patience to know that when you graduate to a new level, even though things are looking good, you really do have to hammer out some pentacles before you can hammer out the pentacles and save them, so that when the time comes, you can be in position to charge in like a champion. That was a mic drop. If you liked your reading, please give this video a like. And it's time for the Oracle card portion. If you chose the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, you have Saturn in Leo, generosity. Let me just show it to you here. I'm gonna stare at this for a moment. Given the fact that it's Saturn and the overall message in this theme, I think that the reminder here is to focus on being generous in the long term instead of burning bright and pulling off the big score proverbially. It's not Mars in Leo, it's Saturn in Leo. It's more structured, and my eye is drawn to this old guy here. There's a lot of people that he wants to bestow his stars upon, but he's being diligent about it, And for some of y'all, it might be an invitation for you to picture how you want to contribute in the long run. The other, for some of you, it could be an invitation to be gentle with yourself, to not feel so much pressure to do it all right away. If you chose the Moon Oracle, your card is First Quarter Waxing Air Moon. This is adaptability. Let me just show you. And I will stare at this myself. If I may flex for a second, I'm getting pretty good at doing this type of sky math, but the next first quarter moon in an air sign will be the Gemini moon during Pisces season. So timing-wise, you have that clue for some of you. But reading the card itself, I really like the theme of adaptability, and I think that the invitation here is to revise your approach. Some of you might have to either revise your approach to how you've been approaching either your learning experience or whatever it is that you're trying to do, or to not be so rigid in the plan that you have set in place, and to, approach things more from a perspective of risk management rather than, pushing a project down train tracks, And if you chose the Wisdom of the Oracle, your card is To the Sea. I'll show you the card here. Wait, this is probably better. And I will stare at it. Yeah, this one is pretty clear for some of you. This is an invitation to put yourself out there. And the thing that I find really fitting about this, there's a lot of solitude in this card, and coming from, I think I'm a subject matter expert here on the topic of beginning some kind of endeavor where you're putting yourself out there to absolutely nobody, and just talking into an echoey, empty room for what feels like forever. But for some of you, Well, actually, that's the main way in which I'm going to read this card. For those of you for whom it doesn't apply as is, I hope you figure out how to map this as a metaphor to your actual situation. But when you're trying to start something like this, it really does involve a lot of, yelling into the ether to nobody. And even though, the big dream that you have in mind when you embark on this might not happen, first of all, at all. Second of all, even if it does, it's usually, like the Beatles, the overnight sensation that took X years or whatever to happen. And yeah, even if there's no one there, the exercise of shouting into that empty, echoey room at least gives you practice in hearing yourself speak, so that when people finally do show up, you're that much better. Like this channel. Right now, it doesn't even, as of this recording, it doesn't even have 300 subscribers yet, and I'm deeply appreciate each and every one of you. And the at first, every channel starts at zero, and even getting from zero to not even 300 or almost 300, let's say, is a journey that involved a lot of this. And this isn't the first and only type of thing with which I put myself out to sea on a tiny little raft, shouting into the echoey room. So yeah, no matter what the project is or thing, I hope that resonates and makes sense to you. So that is a good note to end on. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. I hope you have a great new moon in Sagittarius. Take care. I'll see you soon.